Hello guys and welcome back to episode number 38 of the Fiorentina Career Mode. This will be the fourth and final upload of the weekend. Apologies for a video going live at 5 AM in the morning. I actually completely derped out and scheduled it for Sunday at 7 PM rather than Saturday at 7 PM, and by the time I'd realised it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, I was still awake because I don't even know really, my sleeping pattern is absolutely screwed. But nevertheless, we will still have 4 videos this weekend. This will be going up later on this evening, as you guys will see it. And we do start with a game against Copenhagen in the Champions League. Hopefully looking to get a victory here. Obviously, in the previous time we played Copenhagen, we did end up losing. I think it was 2-1 or maybe even 2-0. So we know that we can be beaten by them and that they are a good team. And I was worried going into this game because I really didn't want to get a loss. You know, we needed to try and do a little bit better in the Champions League. Obviously in January it will help us as well if we can get, you know, into the knockouts, because you get around £10 million for qualifying for the knockout stages, which would really be beneficial for us. We don't really have too much money anymore because we spent a lot of it quite well, but we did spend it. We do start off horrifically there, inside 10 minutes already conceding, and Bravo again is still just awful. Like, I'm glad that this is the last season for the fact I wouldn't know what other goalkeepers to buy for Fiorentina. We've just gone through 3 goalkeepers in 2 seasons. None of them have really been up to the, you know, the standard that you'd expect for a team that won the Serie A. But Heung-min Son here having a fantastic game, improving that by scoring a very nice finish there. The Korean striker, or, you know, centre forward really, but I really like playing him as a striker. It's going to be really hard to put Loic Remy back in the team when Heung-min Son, when he's back from injury even, because Heung-min Son, he's a rating higher than Remy at 82, and he seems to be a better striker than him, to be honest. I don't think he's quite as quick, but he just seems to score a lot more goals than Loic Remy does, and I just am really impressed with Heung-min Son. Even if he doesn't score, he gets himself into them positions to try and score, so it's going to be hard to fit him into the team when Remy comes back. Maybe him and Remy will have to, you know, make way for each other and play each of them every so often and try and balance the team out a little bit more. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that. Obviously Remy's still got, I think, a good month left of injury, so Heung-min Son is still safe for another 2-3 games yet, but nevertheless, getting back into the game was important, being at 1-1, and Heung-min Son coming through here again on goal, and he scores a very nice goal to get his second goal of the game. The question really is, can Heung-min Son go on and get himself a hat-trick? He is in just top form really. Feels like such a good player for a change. I used him in the Everton save right at the start of the year, if you think back to that career mode, and obviously I remember him being very bad, so he definitely isn't as bad as he was when I used him at Everton. And Rossi there with a lovely goal to make it 3-1, and pretty much at this point I wasn't really thinking there was much danger of us losing the game. You know, we had played really well, and, you know, getting back into our form, which is what we need to do, because the Champions Cup, I'd rather come like 3rd in the league and not regain the Serie A title than get knocked out of the group stages in the Champions League, just because of the money that it will give us, and it will help us in January to try and bring in maybe 1 or 2 players depending if we sell anyone out. I am looking to bring in a new CDM instead of Borja Valera. That's a position that doesn't exactly need to be filled, but I don't want to not buy anyone in January, and there's not a lot that we can do to this team because a lot of the players are still in a, you know, a stage of growth. But Borja Valera is someone that is getting older. He is starting to decrease a little bit, and I wouldn't mind bringing in a younger CDM that is a lot better than him. Maybe a higher overall than him. I don't know if we could afford that. You know, he is 83, but obviously he is 31 years of age. But we do end up winning the game against Copenhagen 3-1, which is absolutely fantastic. And we do go to the next game of the episode, which is in the Serie A against Lazio at home. And I don't know if Fiorentina's same in real life, guys, is this small, but it seems a bit weird. Like, I couldn't imagine a Serie A team having a stadium this small in real life, but I'm not too sure. If you guys know how big Fiorentina's real life stadium is, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. But anyway, excuse me, sorry, my voice is so croaky today. But nevertheless, we do go into this game against Lazio. Obviously, a team that I actually thought of managing before starting this Fiorentina career mode. It was out of really Fiorentina and Lazio. I ended up choosing Fiorentina, and if we could win today, it would probably prove that my choice was right. They've got some good players there in the likes of Candreva. They've also got De Vrij that we used last year at Manchester United at centre-back. He's a very good young Dutch centre-back, and hopefully we can get past him and score a couple of goals. But we do start off pretty badly here. Lazio doing really well on the attack. They've also got the likes of Candreva, who's a very good winger, and does get into them attacking positions quite well on the pitch. And they were on the attack again. They square it through to Candreva. He takes the shot, and I don't know if he got deflected because I couldn't quite see, but that is a very poor attempt at a save yet again from Bravo. Just stands there, and he seems to do that a lot. You know, I think he could see that shot coming, but he just didn't go for it. And I don't know why, because it's frustrating when you've got a goalkeeper who is 83 overall. You would imagine he would actually try and save some of the goals, and then again, Bravo again is just awful. I think in the next episode, guys, if I remember to, I am actually going to play our 74 rated goalkeeper for a couple of games, just because I want Bravo to know how much he's fucked up. You know, that is horrendous. You should really be catching that, or at least trying to parry it away and out of danger, but instead, straight into the Lazio man, and it was just frustrating. Like, I do fully blame Bravo for both of them goals, really. I know my defending wasn't the best, but even still, he should at least try and perform a little bit of a better save. You know, it is very annoying, to be honest, and it is frustrating when your goalkeeper just doesn't seem to do well, and it's happened so many times in this series, especially in like the last 5-6 episodes since we started this season. Bravo has just been awful, you know, genuinely one of the worst goalkeepers I've used. I'm hoping he just improves randomly, but I can't see it happening. Rossi there comes close with a shot to the near post, and we do keep getting on the attack. We just can't seem to score a goal. And this would be our first loss of the season. We obviously nearly lost a game in episode 37 to Torino, and it looks likely with 16 minutes to go that we could be picking up our second loss, our actual first proper loss of the Serie A season. But Rossi gets one back at least, and with 10 minutes to go, there is still hope that we could try and get ourselves a goal. It is going to be difficult. Obviously, Lazio will now be playing very defensive, trying to keep us out because they obviously want the 3 points. We do get pretty much a final chance of the game. Can we do it in the 90th? Rossi turns inside, it hits the keeper, and somehow that goes in. Like, that is very unlucky. I would be so annoyed if that happened to me. You know, the way the keeper actually put a hand to it, which is more than what Bravo would do in that situation. But it ended up in the back of the net anyway, which is unfortunate. We do pick up a point from that game, which is decent enough. You know, could have really wanted 3, but 2 will do. And we do reject an offer from Spain for international management. I thought I'd show that. Normally I just reject them, but that was quite a big team, so I thought I'll put it in there anyway. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. As you can see, we are down in 3rd place in the league. We still have not lost a game, which is good. We just have drawn 6 as well and won 6, which isn't the greatest record in the world, is it now? But anyway, thanks so much for watching. If we could hit over 5 likes, that would be absolutely greatly appreciated. I don't even think that made sense, but whatever. And if you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel. It is completely free, and it really does help me out. So anyway, guys, I will speak to you guys in the next episode very soon.